Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Checking in today from home because it was about 101 in the car today, and my camera is a new phone. Said it was too hot to run the camera in the car. And I mean, literally, I need to get a screen for my windows in my car because it was so hot when we got in there, we couldn't sit down. I have leather seats. And after 30 minutes, it was still 99 degrees. So, yeah, this ridiculous, right? And I know Mother Nature, and I know what she's doing, and I still think she's wrong, you know what I'm saying? For this, why should we all have to suffer, right? Anyway, the light is bad in here. Let me see something. All right. All right. Okay. So what I want to talk about today, excuse my wrinkled shirt, is manipulation. Just see how the light manipulates this whole room when you have it and when you don't. Like when I move it this way, I'm a little bit more enamored by the light than if I were the other way. It has come to my attention that there are people who are, changing the lighting in conversations, right? Without my permission. Using my name in vain, as we say in the South, putting my name in their mouths without my permission. So let's get this straight. Everyone knows I'm a nice person. Everyone knows that, really to a fault, I think I'm too nice. But one thing I don't tolerate is people gossiping, because I don't gossip. It's against my spiritual beliefs, but I don't like it when people just simply don't have anything else to do, who are jealous, who are immature, who are trying to get attention seeking. Got lipstick on my teeth? Now, you see how prepared I was for this live, right? Or for this video. I haven't gone live yet. Maybe I will, so. Okay, but there's only so much that I'm going to tolerate. This is a game of ethics. It's a game of marginalization, a game of immaturity, and a game of, I guess you want to say, the art of the con, right? Whoever gets conned the best loses. Whoever the best con is wins, and apparently stays out of jail. So, still not happy with that lighting. A little bit better. So, the con, I suppose, would be for me to not know when people are stating things about me that are false, and to, in some retrospect, appear to be not that bright, and figure out whatever this, I call them, a stalker, is pretending. So, I can't tell what someone is saying if no one says it to my face, or if only one person says it to my face, or hints at it, or what have you. Because I don't get down like that. Like, I don't have, fake friends. You know what I mean? I don't have frenemies. I don't have people that try to con people to get attention. You know what I mean? I don't entertain it. I don't have it. I don't have time for it. Obviously, I'm a mother. I have 2 children. My oldest daughter now actually, she just turned 28. I forgot to wish you happy birthday, Jazz, on Instagram. It's 28 on March 29th. May 29th. Sorry. So just a couple days ago. And my birthday's coming up soon. My son's birthday is coming up in a couple of weeks. But, we're all Geminis. And Geminis generally are very smart. We think alike. We sense things. We have an overarching feeling of knowing. It's the only way I can describe it. So when I feel that, I'm being manipulated, or someone's attempting to manipulate me behind my back, it disturbs me. People do the darndest things. And I tell you, my mother grew up in poverty. For half of my childhood, I grew up in poverty. More than half. And I know what people who are low down will do. And it's not because they're poor. It's just because of their lifestyle choice, right? Money is not the problem. The person is the problem. And as they get older, you would hope that that gets better. But we can only hope, right? Hoping is half the game. So anyway, as we go along our journey, we sometimes encounter these folk and we realize that they're still fake. They're still phony. They're still pretending. But it's not even that. It's the amount of questionable ethics they have as adults, where they are pretending so much they want to try to make it become true, and then they begin to stalk an individual within an effort to pretend, quote unquote, that what they're making up is true. So we have a situation where the person is wandering around wondering, why is this happening to me? Why are these bad things occurring? Why are these people treating me this way? We have a couple of different options. Racism, sexism, all around stupidity. We can even add colorism in there because that's, like I say, become such a all of a sudden new topic again, right? So we add all these things in there and we still come up with, you know, you can see what person I am. You can see I'm not intimidated by any of those things. Not even intersectional harassment where sexism and racism. You can't make me appear to be dumb. You can't pretend that I'm not educated. You can hate Native Americans all of your life because you're an ignorant son of a gun and commit all the hate crimes that you like, but you better not ever let me find out that you're doing it. But that's the whole thing. These people are extremely, extremely careful with their narcissism and with their sneakiness, right? And I talk all the time about years ago, we had to actually pass laws to prevent this type of thing where it was people were putting things in your food, people were attempting crazy things, breaking into your home, all kinds of things just to see if they get away with it. The 80s was like that. And so once these things became felonies, it calmed it down. However, we're looking at another generation of knuckleheads, right? And it's not even that. It's the audacious knucklehead. It's the one that doesn't care that they're mimicking their grandparents. These might be their grandparents doing it. That they're getting this undue influence from people who want to take their spot and are just using me as a cudgel, excuse me. And all of this stupid gossip is silly. When, to tell you the truth, I will, as long as you don't invade my privacy, I'll be more than happy to answer the questions for you. But these are just con games where people pretend it's normal to do these things. Oh, she said I could borrow her car, and you're just jumping in it, you know, hot wiring the engine, or now they hack the keys because they're electronic, and taking a joyride just to see if you can get on that person's nerve, or whatever else you're doing with a car, breaking into people's, you know, apartments because you got that extra key from whomever, wherever, and oh yeah, she said I could come in, you know, and my apartment has an alarm code, so that's really shocking to me. But all of these really bold stupidity type deals. Oh, she knows so and so and so and so. Now, don't ask me, but if someone's actually going around saying that I'm in a relationship with them or something, they're lying. I would not be the type of person unless it was something I would like to make public because it's none of your concern who I date, when I date, or for whatever reason that I date someone. I will not tell you unless it's something we wanted to make public, as I said before. But you understand this whole agenda of sexual harassment and sexual intimidation, and even sometimes, you know, attempted trafficking, goes all along with this whole agenda of pretend. If you ever hear somebody tell you they're pretending about something, or yeah, this person knows this, yeah, I would check back with the source if you were unsure. And now this is the problem that I have. No one checks back with the source. No one questions this narrative of whomever it is, and I don't care if it's President so and so who told you that. You need to check with the source, because I will tell you straight up, I don't like people to pretend. Not unless you're a child. You're my child with autism or something like that. I'll understand if you have developmental delays in that circumstance only, or you're some type of fictional writer or something. Okay, I sometimes write in fiction. I get it, but that stays on paper. Okay, the intellectual person understands the difference between reality and creating another reality. We do not live in the reality that we're creating, where the other party especially doesn't know what reality we're referring to. We don't do that. The mature person doesn't go behind someone's back and make up this, make up that, start fights with so and so, such and such, pretend, do sneakiness. These are, unbelievable things that have happened. Assault, stalking. My daughter's car accident, just blatant, I'll just run right into you for a red light with a, big construction truck or whatever. Craziness. Do you hear me? If you give a person any type of opportunity, they will run with it because they have you at that point. If they can lie to you once, they can pile on thick forever and ever and ever. Amen. So, just a word to the wise. I can't reimagine what other people are saying. As a matter of fact, I don't care what you say. That's not really my deal. I come to you plainly because I can be plain, I can be dressy, I can be messy, I can be whatever that I choose to be. I can be intellect. I can tell you that it just takes a street degree, and we can take it to the street. And I'm not talking about this fake street that these dumb gangbangers have. The CIA created all of this dumb gang nonsense that they're falling for. Don't fall for that crap. They're just trying to get rid of 2 more generations of black men. So don't buy that shit. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being real. I know when I look good. I know when I don't. I know what I can look like. I don't really give a crap whether you or anyone else is entertained by the way I look. It's great if you'd like to say, hey, you look good today, Alicia. And I say, hey, thanks. But it's not going to hurt my feelings one way or the other. I don't have that type of personality where I have low self-esteem. I don't really cater to what others think all the time. I may be curious if it's something I'm new, something new I'm wearing or something. But it's not my goal in my life to be haunted by insecurities. I don't have those. I like what I like. I like who I like. I don't like people to go behind my back and pretend like I'm threatening to them, because if I'm threatening to you, please let me know. Because I can be a threat. But don't stalk me. Because I guarantee you I'm the nicest person that you're ever going to meet until you piss me off. And that intimidates a lot of people. Boo-hoo. Don't start it if you don't want to sit down here and deal with a real person. You want to deal with the fantasy. And of course, again, there's a certain place for fiction in our lives, but it isn't for practical adult conversations about issues that need to be discussed between 2 real individuals. So I just need to get that out there. I think that some people just blatantly lie to a point where people are getting used and caught in the middle because they think it's funny. They think actually it's illegal. It becomes to a point where they're getting you to commit the crime for them that they're too afraid to commit because they're cowards. And if they were afraid to commit it, they never do it to your face because they know what would happen if they were caught in the act of doing anything that they shouldn't have been doing, breaking into your house or talking behind your back. It's so annoying. It's really just aggravating to a point where you're like, come on. You know, I'm actually 47 now, and next week, I guess, I don't, whenever the 10th is, what is it, about a week or so, almost 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half from now, I'll be 48. And I'm just like, I am through. I'm through with these crazy folks. They're nuts. I'm telling you, I went to go pick up my daughter from work, and this guy's outside talking all loud on his cell phone, like he really purposely wanted me to hear him. He's just like the sloppy big guy that's married to this other big woman, and it just, I'm sorry, it makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't mean he does it one time, two time. Like almost every time I'm leaving, he's coming out of that door doing something, walking the dog. What a creep. Or, you know, the Hispanic guy and his wife or whatever. You know, we will have those times where we merge. It does happen where we're coming out at the same time, but not all the time. And you notice that I'm not with a partner and they are with partners, right? And you'd notice that I'm almost always by myself. Even if I did have a male friend come over or something like that, which I probably wouldn't hear, I'd probably move. But you notice, and it wouldn't be any type of confusion. But it seems to me that whenever I speak on something, I have to re-speak on it because immediately after there'll be the stupidity. Do I look like the type of person that wants to do things twice, two, and three times and keep saying the same thing over and over again? Do I look like I don't have all these bills, that I've raised these kids by myself, that I've always been single? It's not like I couldn't have been in a relationship. I just happened to not have been. Not in a long-term one, such as marriage or co-inhabitation or something like that. I've always lived by myself. And yeah, it's difficult, but it's made even more difficult by this nonsense. So a lot of it is just stupid childishness. But when childishness turns into violence, that's my concern. Stalking is a real thing. And the easiest way I found, and from what I can see, to get someone to believe BS is to con them. Don't believe the hype. Those are my words for you. Don't believe the hype. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. I hope you have a better day than I'm having. But I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Bye.